Hello, if you're here, you're probably here to listen maybe something new, something that maybe can change your life, something that can help you not only think or overthink about the challenges in your life, or maybe no challenges, and you feel you're in your comfort zone for quite a while, and you're looking to grow, and you're looking for a certain variety where your starting point will be different from your ending point. And is there an ending point really? So if you're in a point of investing in your life, investing in your ability to think clearly, investing in your ability to observe and to re-engage in your life differently, I'm here to offer you an amazing program, a program where I invested pretty much 25 years of my life to really to re-engage, to observe, to redefine, recreate, and rewire when it comes to our mindfulness, coming from an extensive background on coaching and going through the education, but most of all, it's not just the education, it's really the ability to apply that which you know and to achieve and re-engagement with your life and have a different story. I'm an author of 7 books and soon to come the 8th. I'm here to really share with you what I learned and what I saw with my eyes, with all the clients that I saw, and there are many of them, where they changed their life by re-engaging in their life differently. So if you are a seeker of looking to self-growth and master your journey, you probably know that many times in your life, you have a thought and you have a feeling, and sometimes they're not really going together. Spirituality is not about tree hugging and sitting and do meditation, thinking we can ignore our thoughts. The mastery of the thought is to be able to see your thoughts, to feel your thought, to observe your thought, and to re-engage with them in a different way, right? Because if I keep doing the same thing I'm doing, or I'm numbing something and trying to get over it, trying to get around it, I'm not really changing my life. So, where is your starting point today, and what can I offer you to change your circumstances? So, each of us has a different plan, right? We are all have and we are here on a different journey. We might sound the same, we might look the same, or we want to look the same, but we're not really the same. Each of us has a different calling, each of us has a different purpose, and sometimes we are learning our life circumstances by hitting top button, meaning physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. And I call it today an opportunity, right? And how dare I call it an opportunity? First of all, I did it myself. Second of all, I work with so many people and they change their life, changing their mindset, changing their circumstances by applying themselves, not only by doing what's need to be done, but also with deeper heart understanding how to do what's need to be done. And you can be a child, you can be a teenager, you can be an adult, and you can be someone who is really looking for a deeper meaning of life. So this program is for you, and it will be individually script, meaning we're going to have the first session together where I'm going to lay down all your life challenges, not as a psychic, but a really well, wise, experienced mentor. And I'll build a program for you if it's boundaries, if it's insomnia, if it's depression, if it's addiction, if it's bad habits, if it's overthinking, if it's communication skills, is it your marriage? Is it your self love? Right? So we might talk about the same topic, but it's not really the same, right? If I might say, oh, I really like to be independent. For you, it might mean being financially independent, or what? Physically independent, or what? Maybe emotionally independent, right? So this is something that you cannot just read in the book and say, oh, wow, so much wisdom. This is something that you need to meet yourself through your life and to know how to have a different dialogue with it, right? So applying coaching, health coaching, mindfulness, visualization, imagery, meditation, hypnosis, psychotherapy, and also unpacking, which I like to call, we are able to redirect, recreate, and rewire your life. If you are looking for comfort zone, this is not a program for you. This is a program when you're going to meet yourself, and we're going to touch some interesting points in your life that you might not feel very comfortable with. You got to be ready. And my formula says that you need to be hurt enough to see enough, to be willing enough to learn, to be a student, and to be capable enough to re-engage your life differently. Now, you might be hurt enough and you might soar enough to say, I have to change my life. But from that point on, you have two ways to go. Either you get better or you get bitter. Most of us, where the ego really hurts and we have anger, we feel victimized, we feel things happen to us, right? And I am right, and you might definitely be right. And the guilt and the shame and the blame takes a really big toll on our reality and our mind processing and our emotions. We're not getting better, we're getting bitter. And it's not to neglect or to disvalue how you feel. It's about really redirect what you feel and how you feel to determine your reality and to elevate your emotion into different circumstances. The reality will not change unless you change. So when it happened to you, you are in a state of being victimized, blame others, criticize, nullify, cancel whatever happened to you. But in order to change your life, you need to be hurt enough to see enough to understand there's certain realities being shaped by you, by your mindset, by your emotions, by your habits, by your way you are handling and managing your life, maybe by your DNA and your vibration of so many years of habits. I know mine definitely brought me into burnout. And even though 28 years ago I was in complete burnout, I kept doing it over and over again. This is something deeper in the DNA that I had to work on. How do you go there, right? So it's like an onion. We're peeling one layer after another. It's a fascinating journey. And I would say it's your best retirement account you'll ever do because it walks with you wherever you go. And I saw enough in my life to say that the bank account is not the only thing to bring your happiness. Money is good. Money is important. But does money bring you your happiness, your peace of mind, where you can operate in your life differently, when you can operate from a space of responding to your life and not to be reactive, right? Don't we all want that? To take a deep breath and to think about our next step? And if we're not investing enough time in our temple, in our space, in our most important asset, which is you, how do you expect your business to run? So I'm inviting you to invest in yourself. In this program, we're going to meet once a week. And again, I can be intense as you are. So if you want to be really intense, you're going to have videos, you have worksheets. The goal is for you to be conscious and observe through your days what I call the yellow car syndrome. Because if I ask you, have you seen a yellow car? Unless you own one or your best friend own one, you might say, not recently. But then you go out and through the week, through the days, you'll see more and more yellow cars. So what we're doing is planting a seed in your consciousness. And what beautiful the subconscious mind is kind of like a fool, right? Because if you imagine you being in a beach, resting, getting a massage, being with your best friend, being with your spouse that you like, your emotion will arise and completely your body will feel great. Same goes to feeling stressed or uncomfortable situation. And it's just your imagination, right? So when we work on the subconscious level, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, and superconscious, you're really changing your life. So if you want to know more details, curious about how you can transform your life, don't hesitate to call me. I'm here to serve. I'm going to do with you step by step. So don't hesitate. I'll see you soon and have a beautiful, loving day. And don't forget to smile. Bye-bye, and I'll see you soon.